Hello and welcome to look at 48 XINH Marvel minifigures, Lego bootleg. Much like I've done this before, I'm grouping up all the figures related to each other into a bigger video just to get them out of the way, because I'm going to be repeating a lot myself if I don't do that. But here we have so many Marvel figures, some are older, some are newer. We've got some Infinity War stuff, Iron Man stuff, Deadpool, Black Panther. It's great. Starting on the right hand side here, all the way over here we have a group of Iron Man stuff. This is set number X0199. And there we have Iron Man Mark II, Mark III, Mark IV, Mark V, Mark 8, Mark 22. So these are nothing new, these are repeats, but we do have a Tony Stark figure that looks like he does in Iron Man 3, as well as the Iron Man Dance Girl. I think that was at the start of Iron Man 3 or the end of Iron Man 2 on the stage or whatever. And moving on to over here, we have more Infinity War stuff, but here we have a minifigure size Team Groot. We have Falcon, Bucky in his normal form, Winter Soldier, a comic book look, and this is the figure that you get with the Blocktober series, so that's cool. We've got one of those here. We have Wong, also a Blocktober series. We have another version of Vision, an Iron Man, and a War Machine, which is also, this War Machine is also in the Blocktober series. And then over here on the back we have set number X0218. We have a Ceremonial, Black Panther, you have the Observer, Stane as a Watcher, Vulture, a dead version of Vision, it's kind of cool, Pepper, Captain America, and Yellow Jacket. Well, over here we have set number X0215. We have a battle damage Iron Man. We have Hawkeye as Ronan, not the one that we just saw in the trailer for Avengers 4, but this is a comic version of Ronan. Black Widow, Proxima Midnight, Chorus Glaive, Obadiah, the bad guy from the first one, Nick Fury, and another Doctor Strange. Christ, we're getting so many Doctor Stranges before these XINH releases. We just keep getting them. And then we have set number X0166, a Deadpool lot. So we have Carnage, Domino, we have a zombie Spider-Man, X-Force Deadpool, Cable, Teenage Warhead, a half-transformed Venom, and a black Spider-Man. Which doesn't look like the real Spider-Man, or any particular Spider-Man in general, so I don't know what that's about. And finally, at the back left there, we have our Wave 2 of Black Panther stuff. Now, XINH previously released another set of Black Panther minifigures, X0184, but since I already have the official Lego sets for that, there wasn't anything new there really. So I got the X0191, which is what we have here. So this includes the regular outfit of Killmonger. We have also Black Panther's regular look as well. A purple suit Black Panther, a yellow suit like glowing Killmonger, so those are glow suit versions. Tribal Black Panther suit, Mr. Baku, Wakabi, and Shuri. So yeah, and all these figures do look different from the official Lego counterparts. So this is going to be quite a long video. All those numbers and numbers of the individual minifigures are going to be listed in the description below. And well, strap yourselves in. I was going to be doing one for DC, although that's only 2 sets, and of course I'll be doing the same with some of the recent Pogo stuff I picked up, as well as a bunch of Dragon Ball Z figures I picked up as well. Start off with the Iron Man set first, because there's not too much to say about this, because most of these figures are repeats, maybe not done by XINH themselves, but we've seen them from official and bootleg sources many times before. That boom of Iron Man figures a while ago, when the first 3 movies were coming out, we've seen a lot of these bootleg figures already. Meaning there's not too much stuff that's new here. Now, what I do like about these is that all of these have a different Tony Stark facial expression underneath, and all of these are only printed on one side. So there you go. So you see different faces, different expressions, that's good. And whatever print that they've done is excellent. So if you missed out on previous Iron Mans from like these earlier numbers, you know, you can check these out and get these. Or if you have some of the really old Deco Shin-Yong ones, these are definitely going to be better produced than the old ones. The printing on these are sharp, excellent. You see here, all of them have pretty good printing. Those shooting things, by the way, they do work, just not as good as the official ones, but they do work. And if you look on the back here, the printing is just as sharp, as detailed as the official stuff. So yeah, these Iron Man suits are pretty good. Definitely excellent, and I recommend picking these up if you don't have the old ones or you just want to replace some of the old ones. Here's of course going to be Iron Man 3 Tony Stark and the Dancer. So quick look at Tony Stark here. His face is a little bit goofy, a little bit printed lower than I'd like it to be, probably because they want to put that red scar and damage there, but could have done without that, just move the entire face a bit higher. It looks just a little bit odd. The side pack is a nice touch, and the back print is excellent, to be honest. Just need to swap that face out. Probably one of just the regular Tony Stark faces would do fine. So at least we got that going on. He also has a Uzi for some reason, so yeah. The dancer herself, I removed her hair because she has back an angry face print, so that's kind of cool. Back print's okay, it's detailed enough, and the front there is okay. It's recognizable as one dances. It's got the whole Iron Man motif going on, and it's quite unique to have some of these. So, you know, you could easily pick up like 5 of these and just have them dancing all behind Iron Man, so that's something you can do. So yeah, for the cheap, you can army build a bunch of Iron Man dancers. Let's look at the Black Panther set. This is a really cool set. It expands on the original Lego sets that even if you buy the official ones, it's great. A lot of these extra alternatives and characters that you just never gonna get with the official Lego releases, and this feels like a very nice compliment to people who do buy the official stuff. If you don't have the official stuff and you have the other set, that's great too, other bootleg sets. So yeah, so in terms of accessories, we got some pretty unique like swords and stuff. I've seen these with like Prince of Persia before, so you know, it's not a unique mold, but it's nice to see them here. And these blades there, they look quite accurate to what he was using in the film. It's been a while since I saw Black Panther, but you know, it's there. No accessories for him, sad days, but this figure, he's got one with open eyes, one closed eyes, pretty awesome. And this one here, they advertise with the staff behind the shield. That's impossible to put that there, so I'm not gonna even bother. But you know, you can like rebuild and reenact his challenge, like fight challenge scene. And then we also have him. He's cool. He's got a staff going. That's great. And so he has a really big punchy arm things. That's alright, I suppose. But you know, whatever. There is a version of her that comes with the official set, but I think this one looks just a little bit different. So she looks cool. Everything is sharp. And just go back to this side. Look at that. His cape is fully printed and stuff. It looks really good. Like, it's still a very thin material, but it's printed very nicely. This is great. This is something you may never get with official Lego stuff. Printing on all these figures are excellent as well. Very sharp, very detailed, and fit in with the Lego theme and tone. Turning over to the back, we don't have any back face prints except for Shuri here. She's got a back angrier face, but otherwise other characters don't have back face prints. But the two sort of the three sort of masks, they do have back printing on that, and that's also very detailed as well. On some of the figures, we also have some arm detailing as well as side leg detail. These also look very excellent. So this is side there, yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, overall I would say that the print designs on these are definitely excellent. With our Spider-Man / Deadpool set, let's look at Spider-Man stuff first, because those are pretty bland, to be honest. Now the interesting one here is of course Zombie Spider-Man. I haven't read many Marvel comics, but what I did read all of was the Marvel Zombie series, and it was very entertaining, very fun to read, and so it's kind of cool to have a Zombie Spider-Man. I look forward to perhaps next Halloween where we'll be getting more zombified characters. The printing on this is pretty good. It's just a standard Spider-Man suit, not based on the new one. It looks more like the older Spider-Man movie, maybe. The Spider-Man suit here reminds me of, I think, the recent, like the Homecoming suit, just a little bit, but it's all overall darker, and of course it's got like scratch marks all over the place. Even his web's like gone off and yellowed and stuff. So that's a nice touch. So yeah, Zombie Spider-Man's pretty cool. We have Carnage here, which is very similar to official Lego Carnage, which is very easy to get. You can even get a new Carnage now in some of the new sets, but the first time we got a Lego Carnage was from a very small set, so it's pretty cheap, pretty easy to pick up. So not too much reason to pick up a bootleg of, to be honest. But what we have here is okay. If you don't already have a Carnage, it's fine. He's got like arm printing. He's even got back printing, pretty decent back printing, which is fine and all, but just kind of boring, like nothing interesting with him. So yeah. Next up we have a half transforming Venom, which is kind of cool to have, you know, Venom, but it's not based on the Venom movie or anything. It's just, here's a Venom. I think it reminds me of the older Venoms. Looks okay again. It's just, it's okay. If you already have a Venom figure in this design, which I think KOPF did release a Venom in this sort of look, then this figure will suit you. You can have both figures and have him in a half transforming look. Personally, I think these are kind of cool, but they're not really that practical because it's hard to use this outside of just display purposes. But whatever the case is the quality is fine. It's alright. And here we have a black Spider-Man suit, which is kind of like the Homecoming suit done in black, I suppose. It's got like arm printing and back printing and stuff. Again, it's okay, but I'm not getting too much out of it. It's just kind of like, it's fine. It gets the job done. Oh, the Deadpool side of things. Now this is much better. Teenage Warhead here, awesome. She's got her orange energy stuff. Does she have back face prints? Yes, she does. Cool. Suit is instantly recognizable. Looks great, just like in the movie. This is a great figure to have. Awesome. Now, we had a lot of Deadpool figures recently, and at least this one's a bit different, using the beanie hat thing as part of his hood that he's pulled up. Great print, pretty awesome idea. X-Force shirt also looks great on him. Pretty awesome, pretty funny. And this is bad though. His katanas are just sort of printed on his back. I wish they didn't do that. I wish they didn't have that there. But otherwise, it's a pretty solid Deadpool figure, and it's actually somewhat different to what we normally get, so this one's nice. Cable! He doesn't quite look like Cable. I wish his entire arm was that metallic stuff that they use in plastic, but whatever the case is, he looks okay. He kind of looks like a version of Cable, comes with a gun, but the colors just look a little bit off, and this is probably the worst of the bunch. So we have Domino here with her afro pulled off because she does also have a secondary face, and she's also very easily recognizable compared to her movie counterpart. So again, this is a pretty good figure. So far in this set, the best figures are both female ones. Basic side leg prints, not really not necessary, but it's nice to stare, and side arm prints are pretty good as well. So pretty awesome figure. Now the back is a little bit boring. I think they just didn't know what to put there, but they just put some random stuff there. It's okay, I suppose. They could have just done with no prints whatsoever. Next up, I can't really call this Infinity War set because we do have a few characters not particularly Infinity War-ish. Well, maybe just one. We have our regular Bucky here. And out of this set, we have 1, 2, and 3 figures from the 2018 Bricktober set. Now, I think XINH is doing the Bricktober Tony Stark suit, just like his hoodie, grey hoodie figure in a different set later on. So you can get all 4 of the Bricktober figures without getting the Bricktober set. That's great. Starting on the right hand side here, we have these magical spells for Wong. That's pretty awesome. Print is pretty good, and he has this nice cloth robe there. And his printing is pretty identical to the official one, so that's great. Then we have Iron Man. His suit is pretty battle damaged. He has a giant shield here, which is printed alright. It's the same piece you get off like a Roman or Centurion or something. Let me just get that out of the way. And as well as this book. And he's also got like side arm prints, side leg prints, back prints, very detailed, and side body print on the side is also very detailed. His hair is a little bit too ginger, but otherwise it's fine. He also has like a secondary face, normal, more happier face, but on this side he's pretty damaged and bruised. So yeah. Battle damage Iron Man is pretty awesome to have. And then we have the Falcon here. His printing's a little bit simplified, like mostly just silver prints and lines. And his blue pants don't have side printing and stuff, so it's still like the budget release of the lot. His hair is also very loose. While he does have back printing on his wing piece, it doesn't actually have any back printing on his head or torso. So this is what you get if you take this off. It's just blank and blue. Then we have the Winter Soldier here. Looks pretty good, pretty close to the original. And these are all recognized from the colors anyway. So they even bothered to do the print there. Now they, unlike most XINH where they actually do the dual molded legs, they haven't done that here. They've just simulated by the print. So that's a bit of a bummer. But the printing on the arm is pretty good, so that's nice. The back face print's okay. Back body print's also very detailed. So yeah, side leg print, pretty good. Next up we have regular Bucky. Pretty good print. Reminds me of Nathan Drake actually, to be honest. He doesn't have any side arm prints, back face print or leg, but he's meant to be a simple look and he looks alright. Simple design and stuff. Next up we have War Machine Mark III. He's got his usual armament of red transparent bits, as well as this thing here, which thank god it's not a stud shooter, it's just there. If we open up the mask, we can see his face there with some sort of screen printing, but it's a little bit hard to see. It makes it look a little bit blurry. It does have a more regular face on the back where he's smiling, but it's slightly off printed. Removing his back gun pack, you can see he has, again, very detailed print on the back, which I assume is the same as the official stuff. Arm printing is decent too. And then we have Team Groot using the long legs here. That makes more sense. Now you would have gotten this Groot or from one of the newer sets, as well as the keychain. A keychain comes with this head, and the regular figure comes with this face, because they both come with the shorter legs. And of course the official one is like a darker reddish brown, as here it's very orangey. This looks more wood-like, and I would have preferred it if it had like a flatter color, but as is right now, it's okay. You can't compare this to the original one because they have different body colors, but as of right now, I'm glad they come with both heads, whereas the official one, if you want both heads, you gotta get the keychain and remove the keychain from the figure if you want to use it properly. I still kinda intend to do that, because I like the official one, but this one's okay. This one's like adult Groot. It's finally the right scale, because Groot is taller than, you know, humans. Instead of a build figure that's super big or some kind of big fig, we have a proper size Groot. Unless you count Kid Groot, which is just a tiny thing that's not really a minifigure. And then we have Vision. Now, not too much new about him, except if you notice, he has 2 capes. That's because they're printed on one side, so you put both together and you have, look at this nice Vision cape. This is pretty cool. Flip that up, he still has print on the back. So this is just a regular Vision figure, but of course the highlight is this awesome cape that he comes with. Now the material feels very thin and fragile, so I recommend gluing these 2 sheets down, making them 1 sheet to make it more durable, but otherwise this is a very nice cape to have on a Vision figure. And hey, also has arm printing. But this face here with this hair, it looks more like Dennis Rodman from that movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's just funny. Once you see that, you just can't unsee it. I can't remember what that movie was called, but like someone like the Nostalgia Critic covered it a long time ago. We have our other Infinity War base set. So let's look over to the left hand here first, and we have this guy here, which is just like the straight up copy of the original. His weapon's missing the staff in the middle, so I can't attach it to anything, so that's that. So I'm going to check that to the side. So anyway, here he is. Looks quite good. Printing is sharp and stuff, which doesn't have any back face print, but the back torso print is just as detailed. Arm prints are great as well. Moving over to her, she's also an exact copy of the original with some arm printing there. Just move her here so you can see her back print. Pretty excellent, pretty sharp and detailed, just like the original. So these two are very basic. And then we have Nick Fury, who has the wrong arm. Looks like someone broke his arm. That's why he's so pissed off. So I'm going to have to swap that arm out with a regular one. But this is the Nick Fury that would have gotten with the Avengers, like, helicarrier set. So these figures are hard to get officially. So here's a nice alternative to that. Pretty good print, pretty sharp. Just need to fix that arm, and the back print not so much, but it did bother printing the rest of that eye patch like strap. So that's cool that they've done that. Moving over, we have a pretty good use of this crappy Iron Man helmet that we have now that doesn't flip up from official Lego. So it's nice that they've done that with a Ronin figure. It looks pretty good, pretty sharp. With the helmet, it doesn't look like, I guess that is Hawkeye's head, but it could be anyone, to be honest. He does have a secondary face there, but he has 0 back prints whatsoever, and he's got some side arm prints, so pretty cool. Obviously not the Ronin we're going to get from the movie, but for people looking for the comic book version of him, this is great. We have him. If we were to see the designs of the Avengers 4 Ronin earlier, we probably wouldn't have got this, so it's nice that this came out before that. And then we have Black Widow, again, pretty much just a copy of the official, but I think the green is off. It's not as flat as the official Lego one. This one is too saturated and looks off. Her face also looks a bit off as well. Arm printing's fine, back printing is also okay, except again, that green looks off. It's just not the right shade of green. Next up with Iron Man, he's using the parts that we would have gotten with DC's Blue Beetles, like these wings pieces, which actually looks okay from the front, you know? It matches his whole like weird sort of nanotech design. So these wing pieces are just like the official Lego pieces. They're 2 pieces, just like the Blue Beetle one. Removing the hair and stuff, we can see that he's got a black eye there. Arm printing this piece as well is done pretty nicely. Molded pretty nice, printed pretty good as well, and represents the gun quite well, quite nicely. And on the back here, we have a secondary hurt face and more back prints. It's pretty good. So between this and the other set and some of the other sets we've gotten, we can have a full collection of different damaged and different versions of the Infinity War Iron Man suit. Next up we have the bad guy from Iron Man 1. He's holding an arc reactor there, and he's got a newspaper there, something about Tony Stark. An odd figure to have right now, but still nice to finally get. And he's got zero print whatsoever on the back. So this figure isn't that great. It's more of a novelty factor to have him. Otherwise, nothing too special. This arc piece reactor is quite unique to have though. Other pieces that are small and tiny that they printed on is, we have our Doctor Strange piece there, the Time Stone, is it? Yeah, the Time Stone in its special amulet piece as a separate piece. That's great. Doctor Strange still has that on his neck, so okay. He's got a big piece there with the magical spells and stuff, and he's got the 2 ones on the arms as well that he's holding on to, so that's cool. Another thing about him that's different is that he has actually printed bits on his cape, which is also kind of cool. But it feels like all the Doctor Stranges is like, let's do something a little bit different, but not quite there with each and one of them. So here we go, it's back face print and back torso print. So it feels like every single Doctor Strange figure is just not quite there. Like, hey, we've done something a little bit different, and it feels like you need to get all different Doctor Strange figures together to get the best one, and there's still something missing. Like, Exciting, just make the ultimate Doctor Strange minifigure and be done with it. Stop doing a bunch of 90% ones. And then our last set of the day, feels like a bunch of leftovers, but not in a bad way, because all of these figures do complement the existing ones, even the ones we just saw. So for example, the Ceremonial Black Panther suit fits well with the Black Panther set, that they just didn't have anywhere to put him, so here we go, here he is. Dead Vision there, fits with the live Vision. Old Steve Rogers there, like the classic Steve Rogers fits well with Bucky. We have these like space characters that are nice to fit into Guardians of the Galaxy or like the Avengers set. We have Pepper in her armor there, that's great. And we have a black version of Yellow Jacket. He's also got these claw pits in the back, which are okay, they're just standard spider claw-ish stuff. They're fine, it's built a little bit too extended, but it's fine. And we have a Vulture figure, which I guess the Spider-Man figure didn't come around to, maybe. Same with this Black Panther figure, it is again printed excellently and just fits really well. You even have side torso print, side leg print, pretty awesome. Great back print, just excellent figure. Dead Vision here, of course, they even given him a shocked face that didn't just grayscale the regular figure, that's fine. Would have been nice if his cape, did his cape lose all the patterns as well, or just the color? He is missing back head print, but he does have back torso print and some arm print, so he's okay, he's not the best, but as a gimmicky figure, it's fine. Steve Rogers here is pretty good, looks like him, he still has a shield, or the shield, whatever, but unfortunately he's only got like a sad face, doesn't have a happy face underneath, so that kind of sucks for him. But again, it's a nice figure to have, but not essential. Stan Lee as a Watcher, space, astronaut guy, whatever. Pogo or Excited, I can't remember which, is actually releasing a pack of 8 different Stan Lee figures, so you want Stan Lee from all of his cameos and stuff in real life, then there you go, you can get that. So anyway, this version of Stan Lee here, he has a 0 back printing whatsoever, not even on the face, but he does have arm print and front print, and for what it is, again, as a gimmicky figure, pretty nice, looks good. You can use this spacesuit for many other things. It's definitely a useful design to have. We've got one of our watches here with this egg head thing. Good use of the, egg head figure from Batman. Looks the part, looks great, pretty sharp and detailed, and back print is also pretty nice. Pepper here in an Iron Man suit. Great, this is supposed to be the Heartbreaker suit or whatever. Kind of fed up of these like blue shooter thingies, web shooters or whatever you want to call them. And back print is excellent as well. Now this armor has showed up before, but obviously this one is special because it actually has her face showing up, so that makes it a bit different. Next up we have the Vulture here. Now the gold print is a little bit smudged and not that great, but otherwise the overall print is decent. If you remove the mask, you can see that he's got instead the classic Vulture face and not the one from the movie, even though the rest of the suit is based on the movie. Lighting here is a little bit blurred on the back and a little bit distracting, just not that good. The wings itself, the print is okay, it's fine, and the front there also gets the job done. So if you don't want Vulture to have such a big bulky build ring that we got from the official stuff, this one's a good alternative. Finally we have a darker yellow jacket here, which is cool, and he actually does have transparentness. A lot of earlier bootlegs didn't have that, so it's great to have one here if you don't already have a yellow jacket. Now the mask was a little bit hard to plug onto him, but otherwise he's fine, he looks the part. I dig the blacker plastic than the original. Looks pretty good. Slight scratch on that face print though. Wow, that was a lot to get through. Anyway, plastic quality wise, these are all great. They're very close to official Lego. Clutch is decent all around. The accessories are hit and miss. I really don't care about all those like little punch effects and stuff, but the other accessories seem to fit the parts. The ones that copy official Lego stuff, they have been copied really well, and those original ones are also done really well as well. Aside from minor nitpicks and stuff, these are good figures. Iron Man stuff is a little bit boring, but if you don't have those figures already, it's a great update to some older stuff that we've already seen. I think we still don't have an actual complete Mark 1 to 50, and with everything in between. There's still a few marks missing that's not been done. so that's a little annoying. So hopefully we'll get that done eventually soonish, but otherwise these are good replacements. Tony Stark figure is a little bit iffy, but that Iron Man Dancer is nice to have, nice surprise to have. Black Panther set is just great all around. Definitely pick that up if you have the official Lego stuff or any of the other minifigure ways. Huge compliment to the other ones that you would have. The Deadpool Spider-Man stuff is a little bit on the boring side, but the Deadpool stuff is definitely great. If you like the movie, you definitely enjoy these figures. The first Infinity War set that I looked at, these are great figures. Great if you can't get your hands on the Bricktober stuff, because you have 3 of those figures in this set. That's awesome. And having a Bucky figure is pretty cool. And then the one on the front here, this row is not that exciting, but there are definitely some useful characters here and pretty useful figures to get. Really can't be bothered with the constant updates of Doctor Strange figures, but whatever. And the final set that I looked at, great compliments to many other sets, many official sets. Just get some side characters, get some like filler characters and alternate designs, just great all around. So overall, I think Xinh has still continued to do a great job with these Marvel figures, and I think they've done a pretty good job with the DC stuff as well, but we'll look at that in the next video because there's way too many figures here. So yeah, if you like any of these figures, leave a comment below. As always, if you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please consider clicking the like button, subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and of course, take a look at all my other bootleg videos as well as official LEGO videos on this channel. Also take a look at action figures and henshin toys as well. If you want to support this channel, please share this video with other people that you think will enjoy this, as well as leave a comment below, watch without ad block, or just click the like button. You can also support this channel by heading over to Patreon, that's great too, but of course at the end of the day, I just hope you enjoy these videos. Take care, have a nice day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye now.